Hello. I'm going to clear the space real quick. Today, I think... Okay, so my thoughts were I was just going to do a reading and see what comes up. I think there's a message for me today as well. That's just what I'm feeling. So, tarot reading, using the Rider-Waite deck. I asked that during this reading I be grounded to Mother Earth, that only the messages of highest good for the highest good of all from beings of light and love may come through today. So source, angels, guides, angels, I already said angels. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, spirit of the highest good. And today I didn't pre-shuffle, so we're going to see what comes out. I almost said 8 of wands for some reason. 10 of swords. I'm just going to lean into this energy a little bit because this is what I'm going through. I feel like not exactly being like stabbed in the back, but just so burdened with like this shedding of past ways of thinking, of past ways of feeling, that sort of thing. And we might be feeling overburdened, stressed, burnt out, like at the end of our rope. And usually this card represents like it's the end of end of a cycle. There's a different word that I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember what it is. So, end of a cycle. That usually means change is going to come up, right? Spirit of the highest good. God, what messages do you have for us today? Ooh. I love how the cards go boop, boop, when they come right out, and I'm like, oh, Page of Pentacles. So, you might have been waiting on an offer or response from someone. In my case, I'm waiting on jobs, to hear back from jobs, that sort of thing. It's been radio silence, which has been allowing me to rest. So I feel like there's a message of rest here in the Page of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords. Like, this darkness will turn into sun. It will turn into light pretty soon. Pretty soon, I am feeling. And on the back of the deck, we've got the Fool card. You might be stepping into something new, something that is, okay, I'm hearing the word engaging, something that engages you, something that brings a spark back to you where there wasn't a spark before. For me, in my case, I'm thinking about music. Like, I'm thinking about starting like a different channel and making music again. So, yeah, anyway. Innocence. So I'm hearing the word sobriety. God's angels, guides, God, highest good, messages, please. If Mother Earth, I'm feeling like Mother Earth might have a message too. Mother Earth, what is your message to us? For the highest good of all. Ooh! That flipped right out and it landed right next to my ocarina. So I'm going to show you the ocarina because I feel like that's important for some reason. So I took this ocarina with me. I'm trying to keep the card in the line of sight at the same time, but I took this ocarina, okay, maybe not this one because I actually broke it, but like the first one I got, the first ocarina I ever got was when I was in college and we had to do like an instrument presentation on an instrument from Chinese music, and I chose ocarina. Now, the ocarina is technically not a Chinese instrument. It comes from Italy. It was made, actually, the early Aztecs were the first who actually made something like an ocarina. The reason why it's called an ocarina is because it has a thipple, and that's this mouthpiece there. The Chinese equivalent is the zun, which is like a pot, basically like this, but a little bit rounder, and it doesn't have this on top. It just has a hole like that. So anyway, what I was trying to get back at was when I went to Japan, someone told me, like, I brought it with me and I played it for people there. And I was actually a nun for a month at a temple, and I shaved my head and everything. That was fun. But I'm not saying you should shave your head or you should like outwardly show like, oh, I'm like such a devotee. I don't know why that's coming through for some reason. But anyway, so someone told me like, oh, that looks like a seashell. Looks like a shell to me. Okay, so Spirit is saying play this. So let me just, okay, I've got my wipe thing because I've got lip gloss on. So, Mother Earth and Spirit, please use me to channel a message through my beautiful, beautiful seed pod ocarina. Thank you, that the collective needs to hear, that people tuning in needs to hear. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you very much. So there's a message about coming home to something or someone. And I'm feeling like this is a hobby that you've had before, like in the past. And it might have been like a struggle. A struggle. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Like a struggle to keep going with it. A struggle to follow your passion, to follow your dreams, to follow your desires. Spirit is saying there is something coming in that is going to cause you to come back home. On the back of the deck, Page of Swords there. And I'm drawn to this blue color. So, I'm wearing this today, the blue hair scrunchie. So, I don't mean to sigh like, it's like, oh man, it's a lot of energy. No, it's just nerves. I always have nerves. But anyway, so, like the blue sky, clear blue skies are coming your way soon. Clear blue skies are coming your way soon. Don't be afraid. Clear blue skies are coming. The sun is coming. So after this period of darkness, with the Ten of Swords there's this period of darkness, right? But you know, like on the horizon, there's the sun and the mountains. There's just like all this darkness. I think that's like the night. Night is giving way to the dawn. That's what I think. I think I read that somewhere. And then you've got the sun coming out with this wonderful, I loved how I felt this like, as soon as I pulled the card up and went like that, like the action of, you can't really see it, but I just go like this. Like I pull it up and it's like, bam, it's like in your life really fast. So whatever it is coming in. I don't want to say quickly, because for some of you it might not be quickly, but be patient. Rest. I'm hearing those words. Spirit wants you to enjoy the journey. I'm hearing that very clearly. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy your time to rest, because, you know, it's not the best thing to be stabbed, like have like all these swords in your back, but like you are going to have a new journey come through. New journey. A new journey with, I'm hearing like even like a new person. Clear skies are coming up. Okay, what else? Spirit of the highest good. God's angels. Okay, your guardian angel. Guardian angels of the collective watching this. And my guardian angel, what message do you have for us today? What message would you like us to know? Work on your craft, Eight of Pentacles. Keep working on your craft. And even if you take a break, that's okay. Spirit is saying that's totally fine, because you have been chiseling away. Like I'm seeing like all of these, like these are the things that you have finished and accomplished in your life. Even this is like a recent accomplishment, and this could be a past accomplishment. And this is what you're working on right now. But Spirit wants to say to you, like, remember your past accomplishments. Think about them. In this period of rest, think about them and be like, wow, I did that. Like, I can't believe I did that. That was amazing. I'm amazing. Praise yourself, because you have come so far and been through so much. Your guardian angel wants to give you a hug. Hug, yay! Hug for you. Yes. Okay, anybody else? God, Spirit, angels, divine source, do you have a message for us? Six of Pentacles. I love it. I mean, oh my word, why am I saying the Pentacles or the Wands I said earlier instead of the Ten of Swords? This is the Six of Cups. You know how there's there's two cups here, right? And this is like with you. Okay, they don't want me going into that yet. They're like, wait, hang on, finish your message on this card. Something is going to bring you joy. And I'm hearing it has to do with this hobby that you have had before that is coming back into your life. Coming back into your life. And it's blossoming. See how many flowers there are here? There's all these flowers. Flower 1, flower 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she's not wearing... Okay, I thought for some reason she had like flowers in her hair. But you are protected. You are divinely protected here with that shield motif underneath this. You might even have gotten an award recently too, like an award for something. I'm hearing you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about. And on the back of the deck, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So the divine is going to, I don't know why I'm shaking it, but the divine is going to come in and bring you something that will make you probably jump with excitement, right? Spirit of the highest good, God's angels, guides, messages from the animal realm of the highest good. I've never had that happen before. I literally, like the way I felt that card play out, it like hit another card and went boom, like all the way across, and then it popped and back to me. So let's see what it is. You got the moon in reverse. Now, I don't usually read reversals, but the moon in reverse tells me that you are coming out of a season of fear. You are bracing. Okay, hang on. I wanted to say embracing, but some of you might be like brace for impact. Okay, they want me to say that. Brace for impact. Like something is going to come into your life and it's going to go boom. And in a good way. In a very good way. There's a lot of like clear skies and sun in your cards right now. So yes, you have nothing to fear, I'm hearing. God's angels with guides, messages from the highest good. You got the King of Pentacles. What do you want me to get from this, Spirit? King of Pentacles. Someone abundant. Something, okay, someone or something tied to abundance is coming into your life. Now, this could represent a person, a place. What else? It could even represent you in a way. I feel like with the Two of Cups there, you could be mirroring something or someone, like a situation that you're in right now, as you're waiting for this opportunity to come through. God's angels, your guides, messages from the highest good, please, for the highest good of all. What would you like us to know, please? Any urgent messages that you'd like us to know urgently right now? Okay. Five of Cups. Don't look on the past with regret. Don't. I just had a burp there, a confirmation burp. Back of the deck is still Ace of the Pentacles. This is, okay, so I'm just going to draw on my story because I feel like Spirit is saying, hey, this is a chance for Rachel to say her story. So now they're quiet. Everybody's quiet. Why? Anyway, but like, so you might have a lot of like past accomplishments. I was actually, okay, so I was diagnosed with bipolar 1 disorder. I think it was literally the week COVID shut everything down. I was in the hospital and they're like, you have bipolar 1 disorder and you just had a manic episode. Like the first manic episode you've ever had, and you were hallucinating. You were seeing scary things, hearing scary things, feeling scary things, and you were not connected to reality. I was having psychosis and I thought it was real. I thought everything that was happening was real because at the time I think I'm still have always been a really spiritual person. But at the time I was like, so I just want to say, like, I don't want to trigger anybody, so I'm not going to say it exactly. So I feel like I'm avoiding a trigger for some of you. But anyway, so I'm very spiritual, right? And I thought like everything that was happening was real. Like I didn't know, like no one in my family that we know of has bipolar disorder. And it's a genetic, I don't want to call it a disease, but it's like, it's a chronic, I heard someone say it's a chronic deficiency, chemical imbalance in the brain. So since being diagnosed, I had another manic episode that I had to be hospitalized for, and I have never stopped hallucinating. And there is this message coming through of fighting the darkness, maybe it's my trigger that I'm trying to avoid. Like, you don't have to fight alone. Call for help, ask for help, because you don't even know. Like, I had to ask for help from people recently because I'm struggling with a depressive episode and I have to change medications because it's not working anymore and it's causing these horrible side effects and that sort of thing. So you are not alone. This is the message that is coming through. You are not alone. And you might have been able to achieve, like in my past, I went to Japan, I studied abroad, I did all these things. I never had one symptom whatsoever, besides some anxiety and depression while growing up that were likely just environmental stuff. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. But so lots of your past accomplishments, you might be like, man, like, I personally don't think this anymore. I've come to a place where I'm like, okay, like that was what happened in the past. I'm still as capable or more capable of doing even greater things. I just have to be careful with managing my mood and stressors and triggers and get enough sleep, that sort of stuff. And take my medication, because if I stop taking my medication, everything goes haywire. More than it already is. More than it already does. So, yeah. So I'm hearing don't hold back. This is your journey. This is your time to shine. This is your time to shine. I'm going to split the deck real quick. I just saw the 9 of Swords there at the back of the deck. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Don't self-sabotage yourself either. Like, don't think about your past as like, I've come so far only to not achieve very much. Like, Spirit is saying you have achieved so much. Like, you don't even know. You don't even see it. Like, you have so many accomplishments. Like, waking up every day is an accomplishment. Very big. Existing, also very big. Very big. I mean, like, your presence on Earth is needed because I feel like we are waves of the first light workers. I'm getting this message quite a lot in my feed, but I feel like we're all coming out collectively, like sharing our story, but also helping others, trying to share our story to help others, to encourage those who might be lost within their own mental anguish or mental chaos or whatever. And Spirit is saying, like, we are supporting you through this. You don't see us, but we're always around you. And if you need to ask for help, ask for help. So that was something else that they wanted me to point out. You can ask your spirit guides for help. You can ask your guardian angel. You can ask whatever it is that you believe in. The divine source, energy, Mother Earth, God, a deity that you like. That sort of thing. I'm going to clear and cleanse the space one more time. Is there anything else, Spirit of the highest good? Angels of the highest good. Messages of the highest good only for the highest good of all, please. I almost said King of Wands. What is with this today? Queen of Wands. You are in your Queen of Wands energy right now. Queen of Wands energy. I hear that you might even have a familiar, like a pet. Your pets are great helpers. You can ask your pets' higher selves and even your higher self for help too. Excuse me, confirmation burp. Be like, higher self, please help me with this. And then be open to receiving it. That's another message that's coming through, is being open to receiving it, because it's not, when you get help from the divine, it's not always in the way that you think. Like, I was like praying, I was like, man, I want to go back to work, and I'm struggling with this depressive episode and having extreme sleepiness and lethargy and hallucinations. And I was like, well, I'll be all right, right? In a month, I'll be on a new medication and back to work. But that's not what happened. I'm in this period of silence and waiting. Silence and waiting. And it was driving me nuts for a while. And I had to just... My guides are laughing at me. It was driving me nuts. It was, though. They know. And I'm coming out of that slowly. Yeah, still hoping on that new medication. But anyway, so God's angels, guides, animal guides of the highest good. What message would you like to share with us? 2 cards come out. Ace of Pentacles still on the back of the deck. I'm going to set that up there. Let's see what these are. So I'm feeling... Ooh! Ooh! What? This energy, man. Okay, so one card that you got is the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. And the next card, I'm going to cover it up, is the Star. Look at, whoops. Don't want to show her chest there. So the Star. The Star. Spirit is saying you already know what the message is. You already know. You already know. You are a star. You are a shining star. Whatever it is that you're pouring your heart into, that you're wishing for, the universe knows, God knows, your angels know, your guides know. And it's not like, so if you don't have anything happening in your life immediately, it's not like they don't hear you and they're not acting. They're just behind the scenes preparing for all your dreams to come to you in the best possible way. In the best possible way. Yes. Yes. I think that's your message. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Don't give in. I'm hearing don't give in to, like, not necessarily like darkness, but just the negativity that can exist in our minds. It's just, I don't want to say it's just a thought, because thoughts are still real, right? We can still experience things in our mind, and that can create our reality, right? But don't give in. Don't give in to the dark. Shine bright. Shine bright. That is my message for you. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. That would help me. Help me keep going. Thank you so much. Thank you to all your guides and your angels and any deities and animal guides. And thank you for listening to my little story and learning about my little ocarina. Thank you very much. Bye. See you in the next one.